Much of what's written about qualia, the stuff of subjective experience, ends up feeling like abstract speculation. But qualia isn't just about taste, smell, and color. It's not just the texture of experience. It's the thread that ties us to the world. More than sensation, qualia is interpretation, meaning, response, and more than anything else, qualia is relationship. What kind of relationship? A qualiadelic one. A qualiadelic relationship is one based on shared qualia. It connects us not just to other people, but to plants, animals, landscapes, and ideas. It explains how a berry and a bird co-evolve. The berry becomes redder over generations, while the bird's vision adapts to see that red more clearly. The result? Red gets redder. Attention sharpens. The landscape changes. This is how our senses evolved. Through countless cycles of shared attention between organism and environment. Sight, smell, sound, taste, touch. Each developed because it helped life tune into the world more effectively. Over time, qualia got stronger because organisms kept ritualing with it. Evolution is qualiadelic. Today, we stand at the far end of this evolutionary spectrum with a sixth sense, mind. Our powers of reflection, imagination, and symbol making are recent developments. But they're not separate from the ecosystem. They emerged from it. The mind is ideally a mirror of ecosystems, but lately it's been reflecting mostly the human-made world. We call that world the human landscape. Cities, screens, language, markets, media, metrics, and machines. It's dazzling, it's idea-rich, but it's also disconnected. The climate crisis is not just an environmental issue, it's a crisis of attention. We've forgotten the source of our ideas, and if we want our imagination to stay fertile, if we want qualia to keep flowing, we need to return our gaze to ecosystems, because that's where the signal is still strong. As Carlos Santana put it, the music is out there, man. I'm just the antenna. Conscious ritualing is how we tune our antennas again. The three stages of conscious ritualing. Ritualing is natural. All of us do it. But doing it consciously transforms everything. It turns daily life into meaningful practice. It opens channels to deeper perception. It reconnects us to the living earth. Ritualing has three stages. Think of them as the basic rhythm of qualiadelic engagement. The separation stage. Make the moment. This is the doorway, the pause, the breath, the space you create when you decide, this moment matters. You set aside the ordinary, light a candle, take a walk, sit with a stone, look at the sky, change clothes, use a mantra, set an intention. Any small act can do it as long as you notice. This is your invitation to step outside the routine and enter the playground of possibility. The qualiadelic stage, play and experiment. Here is where the real magic happens. You interact with the qualia around and within you. You move, sing, cook, write, dance, touch, pray, breathe, act, speak. This is not about performance, it's about response. Something attracts you, the light through a leaf, a fragment of a dream, a line of a poem, a friend's expression. You don't analyze it, you engage with it, you experiment, you let it move through you. This is what our ancestors did with fire, with drums, with language, with symbols carved in caves. It's what jazz musicians do when they improvise. It's how a scientist feels in the middle of an inspired guess. It's how evolution works. Tune in, try something, repeat. Through this experimentation, new qualia arises. The red gets redder, the meaning gets deeper, the connection gets stronger. The return stage. Bring it home. Now you go back to the routine, but it's changed because you have changed. You bring something back from your ritualing, a new symbol, a clearer feeling, a refreshed idea. And here's the thing, You notice more. Your perception is richer. Your sense of meaning is more alive. And soon you find yourself entering the ritual space again and again and again. The cycle feeds itself. Life becomes more textured, more interesting, more qualiadelic. Evolution and qualiadelic relationship. Let's go back to how our senses evolved. We weren't handed perfect vision or hearing or taste. These capacities grew over time through interaction. An insect noticed the brightness of a flower, and the flower evolved to become brighter. A mammal sniffed out food, and its nose adapted to detect more nuance. A bird sang to attract a mate, and others evolved the ability to hear more subtle notes. Each of these is a qualiadelic loop, a shared attention that evolves both sides, and the qualia itself evolves. Red becomes redder, scents grow more complex, patterns intensify, meaning increases. Now, humans have entered a new qualiadelic loop, one with ideas. We sense them, respond to them, express them. The more we play with them, the more they evolve. Our environments become saturated with idea symbols, books, art, films, laws, algorithms, brands. But here's the danger. All these ideas are not material, they are qualia, and all qualia originally came from the ecosystem. When we forget that, we risk drying up the source. Ideas need fertile ground. That ground is not just the brain, it's the living planet. If we want creativity, innovation, beauty, compassion, or coherence to continue evolving, we have to protect the ecosystems they come from. The real meaning of mind. The human mind is young. The body has been evolving for millions of years. The brain has only recently developed the capacity for self-reflection, abstraction, and imagination. But that doesn't make it superior to the body, it makes it responsible. The mind is meant to reflect ecosystems, to play back the music it receives, to honor its source. But we've been playing solo for too long. Conscious ritualing helps the mind return to its original tuning. It helps us reflect the earth again. And when we do, our imagination becomes more aligned, more grounded, more generous. We become better antennae. Ritual in a time of crisis. The climate crisis is a breakdown of attention, a collapse in meaning, a feedback loop gone deaf. We've been listening to the wrong signals for too long. Screens, profit charts, empty routines, shallow dopamine. But the solution isn't to abandon the mind, it's to redirect it, reroute it, reignite its faith in something real and sacred, the living earth. Conscious ritualing doesn't solve climate change overnight, but it changes the way we respond. It strengthens our connection to what matters. It helps us listen, act, and create from the ground up. It reminds us how to be human in a way that reflects nature rather than overrides it. A sixth sense. Qualia isn't just the way things feel, it's the way meaning flows through feeling. It's a sixth sense, and we need it now more than ever. Conscious ritualing strengthens this sense. It sharpens our attunement to what's good, healthy, and true. It's not therapy, though it heals. It's not religion, though it can feel sacred. It's not performance, though it often uses gesture and art. It's a conversation with life. Final thoughts. Conscious ritualing is not about escaping life. It's about engaging with it more deeply. It's how we reweave the human mind back into the larger tapestry of life. We don't need to reject modernity. We just need to remember the source of meaning, protect ecosystems, practice conscious ritualing. Watch the world bloom with new ideas. Be qualiadelic, be conscious, change the routine,